Hi, my name is Tiffany Tillman, and I'm a faculty member in the Department of Law and Justice Studies here at Rowan. You might have found that with the current stay at home orders, you've had a little more time for some binge watching. Crime shows and documentaries are incredibly popular, and if you're a fan of these shows like me, you might find yourself wondering how much of what you see in these shows compares with the real life criminal justice system. Crime shows and documentaries can be a great source of entertainment and can be a starting point to show you the different parts of the criminal justice system. But they can also sometimes be a source of misleading or inaccurate information. What I want to teach you about today is the criminal trial and plea bargains. Criminal trials are largely overrepresented in crime and justice media. However, they're actually pretty rare in real life. In fact, the large majority of criminal cases, from about 93 to 97%, are resolved through a plea bargain without those cases ever going to trial. A plea bargain is when the prosecutor and defense attorney negotiate an agreement with the defendant who agrees to enter a guilty plea to a particular charge in return for some concession. So this could mean that the defendant pleads guilty to a less serious charge, to maybe one of a series of charges they might have been facing, or will plead guilty to their initial charge, but in exchange for a reduced sentence, rather than taking their chances at trial where they could possibly face a more serious conviction or sentence. The guilty plea is then entered during a process that we call the arraignment hearing. This is when a judge formally advises the defendant of the charges against them, and the defendant is then asked to respond to the charges by entering a plea. A plea of not guilty would mean that the defendant wants to take their case to trial. A plea of guilty usually has to do with the arrangement of some type of plea bargain. This process is frequently used in our criminal justice system, but is rarely shown in the media. Interested in learning more about the criminal justice system process? We hope you'll join us this fall in the Department of Law and Justice Studies at Rowan.